I had a boomer ask me if the market has stalled because of the tariff wars. The answer is no. It has absolutely nothing to do with it. The tariffs are mostly only affecting steel and cars. It's not affecting the housing industry. People would probably want you to think in order to blame the United States or Donald Trump. Because if you can think back a little farther back than 2025, you'd have noticed that we started having issues about 3 to 4 years ago after the crazy increase in housing prices. So now it's essentially correcting itself. Houses really should not have cost this much to begin with, especially in certain areas like mine. Houses were increasing by $100,000 a month. People were pressured to put in offers on houses that were beyond reach. One of the advice I gave to clients who decided to participate in bidding wars was, you got to stay in a house at least 5 years. If you are buying with a boyfriend or a girlfriend, I don't recommend it because you don't know where your relationship is going to go. And the market would do a shift, which it did. Now you're going to sell, possibly might sell at a loss. If you're having problems in your marriage, you might be divorcing, I would not recommend you buy a house right now because if you have to sell in a year, you're going to sell at a loss. I think it's important that we do a mind shift around our housing and the homes that we buy, and we all love to see it as an investment. But I'm going to encourage you to see it as a place of shelter. Look at it as a home. Obviously, we all want to make money, and it's all about the timing 100%. We never know when it's going to go up or down. There might be signs, but nobody has a crystal ball. So just look at it as shelter. If you make some money, great. If you don't make any money, then you just accept the fact that you didn't have to pay rent for 15 years, and that money actually went into your house, which you probably will make money if you stayed in a house at least 5 years or more, 15 years. You're going to make money. We know that. But if you're looking for a quick fix and a quick turnaround, be very careful in the market in which you're buying. So many people have called me. I'm just sick to my stomach because they're selling for less than what they paid. It's a heartbreak, and I hate it. So my advice to you is this. If sorry, it's a little bit buggy here. If you're gonna sell your house and you've only been in it a couple of years, if you can find any way to stay in that house a little bit longer, I would recommend you do that. Again, we don't know if the market's going to get even worse. So put your house in the market if you absolutely have to sell, in terms of moving for a job, in terms of maybe you have some health issues, in terms of maybe you lost your job, maybe there's a relationship breakup. If you can turn it into an Airbnb, if you can rent rooms out, I would recommend that. Stay in there as long as you can until the market turns, unless you're buying in a market that selling a home significantly less than what you've paid yours for. Maybe it'll all work out in the wash. So I just want you to have that in the back of your mind while they're out there blaming the tariffs. It's got nothing to do with the tariffs. It has to do with affordability. Housing prices are still way too high. Interest rates, an important point to make as well, because a lot of people are buying these homes and they're paying 1.1%, 1.5%, 2%, and they went right up to 6%, 6.5%. If you had a house, say a $500,000 house, with an interest rate of 2.5%, your payments might have been only $1,200. You could figure that out. And then now if that's bumped up to 6.5%, your payments have doubled, like $3,200. That's a lot of money. That's an extra $1,000 a month. It's not affordable. When you've got other monthly debts, other bills that you have to pay, you've got a family, you need to eat, you might want to have a little bit of entertainment in your life. So it's certainly something to think about. My recommendation, if you want to sell in this market, if your heart can take the lower price, go for it, but hang on to it. Rent out a room, rent out your basement, do your Airbnb if you can to generate some income.